Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I is. The good doc, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another Foreigner Reacts classic, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to admit, I was not prepared for this. Okay, not gonna lie. Did not see this one coming, but this one here is a follow up to the British and the Filipina couple who was kidnapped out in Zamboanga. So first and foremost, got to give a big shout out to my man Bede, a big shout out to my man Mr. Smith, and also anybody who commented on that video who told me that the couple had been rescued. I was shocked, I was relieved, but to be honest, I did not see it coming. So anybody who commented on the video, thank you guys for giving me the 411. I was just waiting for a reliable source, an article to be posted so that I could bring and deliver the news to you. So, like I said, without further ado, guys, get the likes up, subscribe to the video, take care of all that. And I'm going to go ahead and dive deep into this one because, again, the good doc did not see this one coming. So this particular news article is coming from BBC. Can't help myself every time I read BBC. I laugh. Okay, fuck. I'm immature. You'll get over it. Anyways, title says kidnapped UK man and wife rescued after Philippines gun battle. This article was posted on the 25th, so we're looking at within the last couple of days or so. So a British businessman and his Filipino wife have been rescued from their abductors in southern Philippines. The country's army has said. Alan and Wilma, and their last name, Herons, I can't pronounce that very well. I don't know if it's right or wrong, were taken from their beach resort on Mindanao Island by four armed men on October 4th. The kidnappers who were thought to belong to the IS loyal militant group Abu-Sayaf fled after a gun battle in the nearby Sulu region on Sunday. The UK Foreign Secretary said the couple were safe and well. It's always a blessing to hear that. So, Mr. Herons, who is 70 and a dual national citizen, has lived in Zamboanga since 2013. We know about that. On the day they were captured, the couple had reportedly been celebrating Teachers' Day at a nearby college. Witnesses reported seeing them being taken from a hut and dragged into a motorboat. Yeah, I told you guys, Filipinos will sit there and just watch you get taken. Nobody calls the police. One of the weirdest things about that culture I'll never understand. They will sit there and watch you get your ass beat. They'll sit there and watch you get stabbed, but they won't do nothing about it. I understand the whole idea of it's not my business, I'm going to stay out of it, but damn, 911, it's three numbers. Whatever it is in the Philippines, I think it's still 911 or something like that. But anyways, let's get back to the story. They were given medical checks after their ordeal ended with the operation by Philippine forces at approximately 5 p.m. on Sunday. BBC News has been told that the UK military was involved in the rescue of the operation. Okay, so this wasn't just a Philippine-based operation. They were rescued by the UK military as well, or a joint venture between Philippine Army and the UK military as well. It said a small team of British Special Forces personnel provided advice and planning support to help the search. All right. I'm just going down, reading. Mr. Rob thanked the Philippines Authority and their tremendous efforts. We are in particular grateful to their armed forces for their courage throughout a difficult operation which resulted in Alan and Wilma's release. Foreign Office officials have been in close contact with Alan and Wilma's family throughout this ordeal. We request their privacy during this emotional time. All right, British ambassador to the Philippines has spoken to the couple by telephone since their release, and he tweeted, "Fantastic news. My sincerest thanks to all involved." All right. Abu-sayaf is one of the smallest but most violent jihadist groups in southern Philippines. I think you guys know that. Just a little brief history. Its name means bearer of the sword, and it is notorious for kidnapping for ransom and for attacks on civilians and the army. The group is believed to have an estimated 400 members since 2014. Several of its factions have declared their allegiance to the so-called Islamic State. 2016, one of the group's most prominent leaders was recognized as the leader of all of IS-aligned groups in the Philippines. All right, the UK government advises Britons against all travel to the area where Mr. Heron was taken. Let me say that again. The UK government advises Britons and I want to say foreigners in general. I'm going to say foreigners in general, against all travel to the area where Mr. Herons was taken. Basically, don't go. They're probably saying don't go to Mindanao, but let's just be honest and say don't go to Zamboanga. There might be certain areas in Zamboanga that are safe. I'm not going to sit there and say it's all of Zamboanga, but just for your safety and peace of mind, probably should avoid all of those areas. Just throwing that out there. BBC Philippines correspondent says the island has several militant groups operating in it. In May, a 59-year-old Dutch hostage was reportedly killed by the captors on the nearby island of Jolo in May. The Philippines Army said, I think it's Ewald Horn, who had been kidnapped in 2012, was shot as his captors fled in confrontation with the troops. Okay, so this is just one article. I'm pretty sure they're all going to come to the same conclusion. Very tiptoey a little bit. They didn't get into any details. They just said it was a joint operation. Bam, they ended up retrieving them. Interesting. But let's read that last line. The person who was kidnapped in 2012 was shot as his captors fled in confrontation with the troops. This is one of the main reasons why I am super shocked that this is the outcome. This was not the outcome that I saw, ladies and gentlemen. You know me better than that. And you know me, and you know probably everybody else. And everybody else is probably thinking, man, they're probably dead. And to be honest with you, how they're still alive, it's a miracle. Okay, because once they get or exploit whatever they need from their or from the people that have been captive or held captive, they normally kill them. Let's just be honest, man. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna rip this bitch off like a band-aid. They don't just keep you around because they have no use for you. Unless they weren't getting the money that they needed or it was being delayed or something like that, there would be no reason for them to hold on to this couple if they got what they needed. So maybe they didn't get what they need. Maybe they did and they thought that they could get more. I don't know. But normally, when these members of this militant group get people, they don't keep them very long, okay? There's no reason for them to hold them, especially if they've already been paid. All right? So again, I was really shocked and surprised that this was the outcome, but I am truly, truly thankful that this was the outcome. I've had people follow up with me and they were like, yo, Doc, do you know what happened with the British couple? And I told them, I don't know. I hadn't heard anything. Like I said, this article only came out on the 25th of November. So this is just brand new information as this video is being made. There is another article that's probably going to outline the exact same things. They're not going to tell you what the military operation was. They're not going to tell you how they found them. They just know that they found them, they're safe and sound, and everybody's healthy. And that is truly a blessing in disguise, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not act like that's how can I say this? Let's not act like that's a light feature in this particular part of the article. That shit really means a lot, and it says a lot to me. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It says a lot to me. As a foreigner living in the Philippines and knowing how dangerous some of the areas are in the Philippines, it definitely opens my eyes to saying, damn, how they were able to stay alive, I'll never know, but I'm glad that they were able to find a way to make it happen. All right, so for anybody who's looking for any news on this, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Right there as we live and breathe. They have been found safe and sound, and they are healthy. They've been checked, so hopefully there's no medical issues or anything like that. It's kind of weird, though, because the first thing that comes to mind is that dude that got captured in North Korea for stealing, was it propaganda or something, or political something another off the wall. The white kid, I forgot his name. He come back to the U.S. and then he dies, and I'm like, damn. I don't know what they stuck him with or what he ended up leaving with, but he gets back to the U.S. and then dies when he touches down and shit. The shit was crazy. So I was just glad that it doesn't seem like nothing like that is happening to this couple. So hopefully that check was a thorough one so that they could be in sound health, and we could really know for a fact that they are in sound health. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am interested to hear what you guys have to say about this one. It was just weird. There's no details on the operation. I don't think that there will ever be any details released about the operation. Maybe you guys know a little bit more than I do. I could go read the other article, but that'll just drag out the video. So I'm definitely going to post the article that I read from today, and then I'm going to post another one that was a subsequent article that I received as well. All right, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. They are alive and well. Blessing in disguise, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know exactly what the outcome was. I don't know exactly what this militant group got out of kidnapping them. You normally know that it is normally for money reasons, But I guess I'm just curious to know what did they actually end up getting because they were shot at and they fled. They just basically let them go. So, oh man, that was a close one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see it coming, and I doubt many of you saw this being the outcome too. I'm pretty sure if I took a poll, 90% of us would probably say that they probably a higher percentage than 90 would probably say that they didn't make it. But it was God's will, and that's what it is, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, has been fun, has been real, but you know what it is. The good doc is officially out. At least not copa alam, which means I am going now. Bye bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.